Well, joining me kind of behind the scenes this month, it's Evan, because we've gotten a chance to like hang out at Tribeca, and I thought it might just be fun to like just catch up. I needed a breather today. Today was a great day though on set, right?
It was. I call the greatest days the busiest days, so it
Yeah.
was a great day.
It was. It was a great, great day. And we had 2 weeks filled with all kinds of, like, I see your stars, all kinds of stars, right? Big celebrity sightings, engagement. But you had a good Tribeca. Was this your first Tribeca?
Yes, this is my first time ever going. I knew about Tribeca for years, but I had always wanted to go because I knew it was a collection of the greatest up-and-coming movies coming to New York City, so I always wanted to come and see because it's like a cultural festival, you know?
It is indeed a festival. So they used to call it a Tribeca Film Festival, and now it's just Tribeca Festival because there's so many different elements to it. It's like 5 festivals in one, right? So many different venues. Where did you hang out most? Were you at the BMCC or were you at
I think I was at the SVA, which is where I think I first saw you. This was Inception because I was going to walk the red carpet and
Yes.
I had saw the back of your head and I saw Lorraine and I saw Harlan. So I went up behind you guys and I tried to sneak and be like, ma'am, you can't stand there.
Right.
And you turned around.
I was like,
Not a very authoritative voice,
Right.
but you turned around and we like instantly linked up and took a million pictures, so that was great. And I was walking the red carpet, you were covering the red
Andy
carpet.
Kaufman for that project, right? For the
Yes.
Andy Kaufman. Yeah, that was really great. Got to interview Matt Friend that day.
I love Matt Friend. We were both on the Sherry Show together. So when we went in, I was like, hi. He was like, hi, how are you? I was like, Sherry Show? He was like, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. So you never know who you're going to connect with.
You're so unique, Evan, not just in the way you dress, but your personality. It's so vibrant and so lovely.
Thank you.
And so saturated, right? And so I think that that's one of the things that makes the Evan Hirsch brand iconic. And you have grown so much. Things are really happening for you, right? You had another magical moment on the carpet. Not only were you walking on the carpet for Andy Kaufman, but I want to know about Dorothy.
Yes, that was really incredible. So I was emailing back and forth with the PR team, and I had this crazy idea that I wanted to have a transforming dress on the red carpet of one of these films. So I was going back and forth with them, and I said I'd love to bring a model to make this magical transformation, and there's no better transformative movie than The Wizard of Oz.
Right, because it went from black and white
Exactly.
to
So I wanted to create that in real life. This was a film called It's Dorothy. It was channeling the inspiration of Dorothy and how she affected culture throughout the years and interviewed different people who've played her in different productions. So I had created a black and white Dorothy dress that she could pull down. My model Haley came with me and turn it into a full gingham blue moment. And it just went viral. It got
did.
1.3 million views, and the Tribeca Film Festival comment on it saying, "Can we use this video?" I was really
power.
excited about
Evan,
that.
that is
so
power.
that was cool.
Magical moment, totally a magical moment. And you know, those types of things, that particular film, right? I loved Judy Garland and I loved Wizard of Oz. You know, a while ago I bought the book, and when it was the 50th anniversary, now fast forward, many more years have gone by,
Yes.
it still holds the test of time. There's something pure about that film.
And that's what that movie was all about, because they've connected so many cultural moments to Dorothy and how she's kind of affected the zeitgeist of what people, because there's so many different iterations of her. There was Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy and the Wiz. There was a sequel called Return to Oz. So they had all of the different people who played Dorothy. And they asked each person, what did playing Dorothy do for you? What did you learn about yourself from playing Dorothy?
Interesting.
And that was really cool too. And then we capped off Tribeca with the Barbara Walters
I
premiere,
can't believe
which
you got to
was
go to that.
crazy.
Because I'm slightly jelly, but that's okay. That's really okay. Because I feel like at least if one of us from our collective team got an opportunity to go, that we all kind of live vicariously through one another. We have shared memories in a way. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, 100%.
Like even though I couldn't be there, if Harlan was there, great. If you were there, great. Robin Adams was on the carpet. Lorraine Lano did some filming this time. And there's something magical about Tribeca that because it is all over the city, you kind of cannot be 2 places at once.
Yeah.
But I felt like, well, you kind of were there.
And luckily we were a team and we were all able to go in different directions. But when the PR team had told me that they were doing the Barbara Walters documentary, I said, she's been such a pillar in all of our lives that it was so cool. And she was telling me like, I'm surprised somebody of your generation was so connected to her. I said, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? She's an icon.
She is an icon, absolutely wonderful. And people ask me, well, how long are you going to do what you're doing? You've been doing it like 18 years. I'm like, I want to have a career like Barbara Walters.
100%.
Why would I ever stop? But you saw some other great talk people there, right? Who were some of the people in the room?
Well,
Diane Sawyer came.
yes,
Who else came?
all of the ladies from The View. I saw Joy Behar, Sunny Halston. I saw Anna Navarro. She had her little dog. That was really fun too. All of the ABC executives. Like, I've met the publicist for The View. I met executives who work at Disney, ABC, like all different things, and it was really cool because I've admired those shows. I also ran into the executive producer of The Sherry Show. He was there, and we exchanged like a big hug and like thank yous for everything. I met the executive producer of the Tamron Hall Show, who I was
you
on a
also
couple
knew,
years.
right?
Yeah, so it's like crazy how sometimes you feel like a small dog in that like room of all the big players, but you're more connected than you know.
Yeah, Evan, you're definitely, no one can ever say that you're a small dog.
I can, but maybe other people wouldn't.
You're way so humble, which is so fabulous. But you've done so much. Macy's Rising Star this year, Tribeca. You created something also for the Met Gala once again.
The Tony
I was
Awards
going to say
also.
you did the Tonys this year when Elise and I went to the Grammys with wearing the cape. You've done well, and it's nice, and people welcome you, and you're a delight. So no wonder people are inviting you to their parties. Invite Evan to your party. I mean, like, it's Evan, Evan Hirsch.
Well, we could be a package deal too. I could introduce them all to my TV fairy godmother, how I came to be here.
Let me just always be your plus one. There
Always.
you go. How's that?
Always.
You're wonderful. Enjoy the journey, because really life is only what we make of it, right? And that's kind of how Live It Up started. My husband Tom wrote a song, Life is Only What You Make of It. And I often think about the early days of the show. And it's great that you're part of the family.
Oh, it's
I really love having
the biggest badge of honor. I tell you all the time, this has been a diary of my life in video form. And the fact that I just get to sit here and talk about it with you, it's like you watch yourself grow, and I'm so glad that I get to do it with you.
You're welcome. And the audience, too, it's lovely because we get like a lot of fan mail now, or just emails. I won't even say fan mail. I'm just going to say correspondence. There you go. We get a lot of correspondence from people that watch the show or people that want to be on the show. And it's just nice because I feel like they've kind of also grown with me or with us, or, they've watched my kids grow up on the air. And, I hope that I have the honor to be able to have the longevity that Miss Walters had in our industry because, yeah, iconic. So thank you. I love you.
Thank you so much.
You're
I love
amazing.
you.
And what's coming up next? Anything?
Well, I'm already starting to work on September Fashion Week, so we have a really cool partnership. I've been doing the Goodwill upcycling, and it looks like we're going to be doing more of that. So.
Nice. And I do have your original messenger bag.
Keep that
I have
forever.
it. I'm going to bring it.
It may be tearing apart by now,
No.
but
I'm
at
going to
least
bring it in.
it's still in one piece.
Thank you. And thank you, our audience. Thank you so much for all your love, your support, your care. We appreciate you more than you could ever imagine. So from Evan and I, just a big thank you. Be well.